Hi, I'm Ryan from ratings.com. Today we'll be reviewing the HyperX Alloy Origins 65. We'll evaluate it on our standardized test bench to see how it performs and if you should buy it. This is a compact mechanical keyboard designed for gaming use. While many comparable keyboards come with a range of switch types to choose from, this one only comes with HyperX's linear red switches. Since that's the only version available, that's what we bought and tested. Like its name suggests, the HyperX Alloy Origins 65 comes in a 65% form factor. You get to keep the dedicated arrow keys and a portion of the navigational cluster. The function row is combined with the numbers row, so it's accessible through hotkeys. You can also access the media keys through hotkeys. Both the chassis and the top plate are solid aluminum, so there's no flex at all. The keycaps are made of texturized PBT. They're also shine-through, so you'll be able to see the key legends in the dark. However, the hotkey legends are printed on the front of the keycap, so you'll be able to see them when seated, but the backlighting doesn't illuminate them. It also comes with a space-themed spacebar and an additional keycap. These extras are made of ABS plastic and have a shine-through design. Although the keyboard has a high profile and doesn't come with a wrist rest, it still feels comfortable to type on thanks to the 2 incline settings. The kickstand feels very stable, and the 4 feet on the bottom do a great job of keeping the board in place. Overall, this keyboard has an incredible build quality. At its price point coming in under $100, it feels better built than other keyboards in this price range thanks to the premium materials used. It feels solid and durable, so it should easily hold up during those marathon gaming sessions. Now, on to the test results. First, we'll take a look at some of the extra features. This keyboard doesn't have many extras, but it does have full end key rollover and anti-ghosting, so you won't miss a key press. There's a game mode that you can access using hotkeys. In this mode, the Windows key is disabled to prevent you from accidentally minimizing your game. Importantly, its latency is very low. Whether you're playing a fast-paced FPS game or a slow simulation, every key press feels responsive. It also comes fully equipped with RGB backlighting. Each key is individually lit, and you can customize the lighting effects and colors using the software. Unfortunately, the color mixing isn't great as the pure white has a reddish tint to it because of the switch stems. Since this is a wired-only keyboard, you can't use it with multiple devices at once because you have to plug it in with its USB-C to USB-A cable. On the bright side, it works with all major operating systems like Windows, Mac, and Linux. Though, it's important to note that the HyperX Ingenuity software is only available on Windows. That said, the keyboard does have onboard memory. You can customize your settings on a PC with the software, save them to the onboard memory, and then take them with you to use on devices that lack the software. On to the typing experience. This keyboard comes with HyperX's proprietary red switches. They're linear, so there's no tactile feedback. This means the key press feels smooth throughout. They don't take a lot of force to actuate, so typing feels light and responsive. Even though the pre-travel distance is a bit higher than some other red switches, this means it's less likely for you to accidentally press a key. However, if you're not used to typing on linear switches, you might bottom out the keys at first until you find the actuation point. The double-shot PBT keycaps have a texturized top that feel nice to the touch. The keys themselves feel mostly stable, with only a bit of wobble, but it's not that distracting. Even though it's a compact board, the keys don't feel cramped. Though, you should note that the right shift key is slightly smaller to accommodate the arrow keys. Since this has a floating keycap design, the sound travels more freely as there's no sound dampening foam around the switches. However, linear switches are quiet to type on to begin with, so you won't have to worry about making too much noise. On the downside, this keyboard has a high profile and doesn't come with a wrist rest, but you can purchase one separately from an online retailer if you require one. Also, it only comes with linear switches, which is disappointing if you're a fan of the clicky MX Blue type switch or the feedback from a tactile switch. So, this brings us to the main question. Should you buy this keyboard? For the price point, this is a very well-built keyboard that is outstanding for gaming. If you have a small desk, it's definitely a good choice for you. You'll have more room for dynamic mouse movements while playing. Plus, you get to keep the arrow keys, which are helpful for both gaming and working if you also want to use the board for daily work tasks. Although the linear switches might not be the best for typing because they lack the tactile feedback, they're still very quiet to use. However, if you're looking for a compact keyboard that comes in a wider range of switch types, check out the Obens Lab and Pro 2. While it doesn't have dedicated arrow keys, you can use 4 buttons in the bottom right as arrow keys. It also has better latency and can be used wirelessly, but it doesn't have any incline settings.